Did you know that behind the walls of the Watchtower lies a financial secret that few know about? How does a religious organization that preaches humility and dedication to God deal with such great financial power? The Jehovah's Witnesses' financial crisis is closer than you think, and the figures we're going to reveal today could change the way you see this institution. Stay with us until the end, because we're going to show you the truth they don't want you to know. What is really going on behind this facade of faith? Let's find out together. The silent financial crisis. Jehovah's Witnesses have always stood out for their missionary work and for building large complexes and kingdom halls around the world. But what few people know is that the Watchtower, one of the most influential organizations in the world, has been facing serious financial challenges in recent years. The numbers don't lie. In 2023, Jehovah's Witnesses revealed the amount of their financial reserves for the first time, estimating around $1 billion in global assets. However, when looking at the 2021 reports, global contributions began to show a significant drop. While in 2015 the organization raised around $230 million annually with contributions from its members, this figure fell to around $150 million in 2021, which represents a drop of 35%. With the decrease in contributions, how has the Watchtower maintained its grandiose projects and its structure of 120,000 kingdom halls and centers in various countries? What is behind this discrepancy? Isn't this a sign of something bigger going on behind the scenes? The impact of the change in contributions. What many don't know is that, while voluntary donations have fallen, Jehovah's Witnesses are increasingly pressuring their members to contribute financially more aggressively. In some regions, leaders have been more direct in asking for monthly donations to support local activities, putting even more pressure on their faithful. In addition, spending on advertising campaigns and building new centers is growing at an alarming rate. For example, one particular project to build a new 40,000 square meter center in the United States had an estimated cost of $100 million, which raises serious questions about the organization's financial management. Before I go any further, if you're enjoying this content and want to see more about what's going on behind the scenes at Jehovah's Witnesses, don't forget to leave a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, take advantage and subscribe now so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Oh, and I also want to know what you think about this topic, so be sure to leave your comment below. Let's talk. The fallacy of self-sufficiency. Historically, the Watchtower has always positioned itself as a self-sufficient organization without depending on external or governmental support. However, as the numbers don't add up, it's becoming increasingly clear that this model is at risk. In fact, in 2019, it was reported that the Watchtower had begun to apply for loans to finance certain projects in countries with lower tax revenues, something previously unthinkable. What does this mean for the millions of believers who believe they are contributing to a divine cause? Are they being used as cogs in a financial scheme? To understand this better, we need to take a closer look at the organization's internal and external financial practices. The secret behind the grandiose constructions. While fundraising decreases, the Watchtower continues to invest heavily in major constructions. In 2021, a project to renovate a center in Pennsylvania in the United States cost around $50 million. This begs the question, how can an organization that is experiencing financial difficulties continue to invest in such expensive projects while its contributions fall? What most believers don't know is that these centers don't just serve religious gatherings, but also function as training centers and even global administrative offices. The investment in high-value real estate reflects a long-term strategy to ensure the stability of the organization, but at the same time raises serious questions about financial transparency. More pressure on members, more donations, more control. The impact of a financial crisis can be devastating for a religious organization. To deal with this drop in contributions, the Watchtower has increased the pressure on its members with more aggressive fundraising campaigns. In many congregations, the elders have asked for regular donations, suggesting that the faithful make automatic monthly offerings, which guarantees a constant flow of money for the organization. In addition, there is a growing demand for members to make extra donations for building projects, mission trips, and even to support the families of leaders in high-cost areas. And is the Watchtower becoming more and more dependent on money? A closer look at the financial reports reveals a change in the way the organization handles money. While the Watchtower once presented itself as an almost completely self-sufficient institution, today it is increasingly dependent on donations from the faithful to keep its operations and projects running. This raises a crucial question. To what extent are members aware of the real impact of their contributions? The financial future of the Watchtower. With the drop in contributions and the growing pressure on members, many are asking, what will be the financial future of the Watchtower? Will the organization be able to maintain its projects and structures without resorting to external sources or asking its faithful for more money? Or, over time, will it be forced to adjust its financial strategy, profoundly affecting the way members perceive their relationship with faith and contribution? This situation calls into question the real motivation behind so many fundraising campaigns and the high costs of projects. The question now is, behind the growing number of works and constructions, is there an imminent risk of an even greater financial crisis? What does this mean for the faithful? While the Watchtower struggles to maintain its image of prosperity, the financial reality is becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. For the faithful, the question arises, how far are their contributions going? Are they being used responsibly, or are they being directed to maintain a facade of success while the organization faces a silent crisis? With so many changes and challenges looming, many are beginning to wonder, is the Watchtower heading for financial collapse? Or is this part of a larger plan to maintain global control and influence? The truth you need to know. The truth is that behind the facade of faith and stability lies a complex and often contradictory financial reality. What Jehovah's Witness leaders don't want you to know is that, behind closed doors, the struggle for financial survival can be more intense than any spiritual battle. If you found this analysis interesting and want to know more about the backstage of Jehovah's Witnesses and other religions, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any content. Share this video with your friends, and if you have anything to say, leave your opinion below. Your comments are very important to us. And if you'd like to support the channel directly, consider making a super chat. Your contribution is essential to continuing this work. Thanks for being with us so far, and we'll see you in the next video, where we'll reveal even more secrets from the religious world. Don't miss it. The figures mentioned in this video are based on public sources, journalistic investigations, and estimates by former members and experts on the finances of Jehovah's Witnesses. For more details, see the sources cited in the video description.